Good morning, beloveds. I just shifted my pillows. Let me readjust. I also have This is Sugar today. And apparently she's not going to turn around and face the camera. But, yeah, it is what it is. My camera's at a weird angle today. I don't know what's going on. But I've been watching the news reports. Not the news, because, yeah, I have made it a rule. I watch the coronavirus updates once a day. If your stress level is at all out of whack, limit your news exposure. The news you need will get to you. Trust me on that. Let me see if she'll move. I'm going to see if I can adjust this camera. Okay. All right. But no, okay, so what I was thinking about was it's Passover. And so our Jewish friends are having to figure out how to do that, because one of the big events in this is the Seder Supper. And that's when the whole family gets together and they eat food and they read readings and they basically remember together as a family, and now they can't do that. And so I've been seeing really interesting ways that this community has found a way to be together while staying apart. I was watching the local news, and they were talking about Seders to go, where these temples were basically getting together kits, and you called them and you drove up, and then they would put them in your trunk, but they had everything you needed to do a Seder for your family. And then some friends of mine on Facebook posted pictures of how they got together online with their family to do the Seder. So they had pictures and they had videos, and it's been really creative. And I mention this because Easter is this weekend. And Harris County has decided to close the parks for the weekend to keep us in memory of social distancing. So I know Easter is a time when we want to be together, but it's also a time for us to figure out how to do this creatively. The video calling, the FaceTime, Zoom, Facebook Live. So there's a number of different ways that we can be together for Easter while keeping our social distance. Take a note of this, and of course we will stream that online service for you at 11, and David and I will be on throughout. And if any of you follow Reverend Arthur, he's been on our stage a number of times. I'm going to kick one of his videos over. For the last 3 or 4 days, I'm pretty sure it's Thursday, he's been posting little short 1-minute videos. And his videos are inviting us into a different experience. So I'll kick one of those over to our page so you can follow him and watch his videos as well. I don't know that he's committing to doing them every day. It looks like he went down to, I want to say he's down in the Buffalo Bayou Park, because that's where I've seen those sculptures that are behind him. So we'll see what Reverend Arthur's up to too. But we are here for the Science of Mind 360. I know, I sound like an announcer today. If you watched yesterday's, you know that I don't read these beforehand, because yesterday was a really heavy topic. Yesterday was fear. So I'm a little nervous about what today is. So let's open the book and find out. I like to share them with you as I go through them. And apparently, as you can see, Sugar is gone and Rita is back. Rita is my social kitty. I should start introducing her as my co-minister, because she went through ministerial school with me. All right. So, well, we're still in Revelations. Yay. Okay. The Bible quote today is Revelations 21:7. If you're following along and want some context on that. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. All right. It is easy enough to see how one who is surrounded by confusing situations might feel inadequate to cope with them, and unconsciously might seek some place of peace or retirement where nothing could bother him. A completely integrated person is one who has learned to meet everything as it comes along and to make the best of it. When we say one should make the best of things, we do not mean that one should grin and bear it, or even suffer it to be so. For we know that there is a way to meet every situation through the use of the power greater than ourselves. This is done by knowing that there is nothing to be afraid of, that we are one with an infinite partner, and that there is nothing in the universe designed to harm us. Confidence and faith in a power greater than ourselves must be generated. We must meet every situation as it comes with faith and trust. There is nothing to be afraid of. Underneath are the everlasting arms. Okay. He's in some heavy topics in April. It is renewal, so let's see. There was one line I want to go back to. When we say that one should make the best of things, we do not mean that one should grin and bear it or even suffer it to be so. For we know that there is a way to meet every situation through the use of the power greater than ourselves. All right. So, what it seems to me that he is saying is, we acknowledge the condition. So right now, we acknowledge that there is a virus, the coronavirus, in the world. We acknowledge that. We acknowledge this. We see this. We are not ignoring this. But he's telling us to not to grin and bear it, and not to suffer it, but to acknowledge that there is a power greater than us that we can use to respond to it. That's where our power is. The problem is that frequently what we do is we react to things. And when we react to things, we're giving our power away. So when we respond to things, we make a choice how to respond to things, and we make a choice to respond using that power that is bigger than us, that spirit, God, whatever name you want to give it. So while we are going through this, Ernest is reminding us there is something bigger than us that is holding us. There is something bigger than us that loves us because we are an expression of it. So respond to it. And no, this isn't, what is that? I keep seeing it. Just because this is where you are doesn't mean this is your whole story. So as we move through this Holy Week, because tomorrow's Good Friday, and I was reminded this on the run this morning. In the Catholic Church, there's this point where we turn and we say, "Peace be with you." And so I encourage you in this Holy Week to find that phrase that means something to you and use it, even if you do it quietly. Every face that I meet today, I'm going to try and say, "Peace be with you. Health be with you. Love be with you." That's my goal for today. And we will deal with Good Friday tomorrow. All right. Whatever it is that you're doing today, I know you'll do the best that you can. Know that Spirit is with you. Know that love is with you. Know that we love you. Reverend David will be on later today. And we'll see you soon. Bye, beloveds.